Let's talk about something we all feel, that rush, that excitement, that instant pull when you meet someone who makes your heart beat faster. You're standing there, and suddenly your mind goes into overdrive. Should I say something? Do I look too eager? What if they don't feel the same way? And in a split second, you're no longer focused on the moment. You're no longer present. You're performing, calculating every move. And that's when flirting becomes exhausting. That's when connection starts to feel like a game. That's when you forget the most important rule in all of it. You don't have to convince anyone to want you. Let that sink in. You don't have to hustle for someone's affection. You don't need to become a character in someone else's fantasy. You don't have to mold yourself into something smaller, quieter, sexier, funnier just to be seen. Because the moment you do that, you're no longer flirting from a place of power. You're flirting from fear, from insecurity, from lack, and that energy, people feel it, even if you're smiling, even if your words are confident. Even if your body language is on point, people can feel when you're hiding, when you're reaching, when you're not grounded in your own self-worth. So, how do you flirt without looking desperate? Let's flip that question. How do you flirt from a place of strength, from peace, from knowing your value? You do it by remembering one thing. Flirting isn't about chasing, it's about revealing. It's not about proving your worth. It's about expressing your energy, your essence, and letting someone decide if they're drawn to it. It's not about pushing, it's about opening. Think about the last time you met someone magnetic. They probably didn't try too hard. They didn't flood the space with over-the-top compliments. They didn't force the moment. What made them attractive wasn't just their words. It was their presence, their ease, their groundedness. They weren't afraid of silence. They weren't uncomfortable with space. They weren't performing for approval. They were just there, whole, confident, unattached to the outcome. That's the energy I want you to flirt with. Not "I hope you like me," but "I'm enjoying this moment and I'm curious where it goes." Not "do you want me," but "do we enjoy each other?" Not "please pick me," but "let's see if we both want to choose each other." Here's the truth. You're not for everyone, and that's your superpower. The more you try to be universally attractive, the more you water down the very essence that makes you you. The quirks, the sass, the quiet confidence, the passion in your voice when you talk about something that matters to you. These are not things to hide. They're not things to manage. They're your edge. They're your attraction factor. So when you flirt, flirt like someone who has nothing to lose, because the truth is you don't. You're not losing anything by someone not vibing with you. You're not losing anything by someone not texting back. You're not losing anything when you're simply being you, because if they don't see it, they're not your match. You want someone who sees the fire in your eyes and says, "That's what I've been looking for," and not someone you have to light yourself on fire to impress. Let's get even more practical. Here are 3 things that make you magnetic when flirting without ever crossing into desperation. 1. Curiosity without attachment. Ask real questions. Not surface level, "what do you do?" but things like, "what lights you up these days?" "What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet?" "What kind of moments make you feel most alive?" You're not trying to impress them. You're trying to connect, but here's the catch. Stay curious but unattached. You're not collecting answers to see how you measure up. You're just learning who they are, and in that process, you're checking in with yourself. Do I like how I feel around this person? Because your energy is sacred too. 2. The power of space. People confuse intensity with connection. They think that fast and frequent communication means things are going well, but real connection can breathe. It doesn't need constant validation. When you flirt, leave space. Don't rush to fill every silence. Don't double text when they don't reply in 2 minutes. Don't over-explain your value in conversation. Let your energy speak. Let your silence hold weight. Let your presence be enough. When you don't rush to fill the gap, people lean in, they get curious, they feel drawn, not pushed. 3. Celebrate yourself first before you try to get someone to fall for you. Ask yourself this: have I fallen for myself yet? Flirting works best when it's an extension of your joy, not a strategy to gain it. So before the next date, the next conversation, the next text, light yourself up, move your body, put on music you love, do the thing that makes you feel powerful, speak kindly to yourself in the mirror. Because the person who walks into a room already knowing they're worthy, that's the person who's magnetic. You're not waiting to be chosen. You've already chosen yourself, and everyone else is just catching up. This is the most important shift you can make. Stop trying to be liked. Start showing up as someone you already like. It changes everything. You flirt differently. You speak differently. You handle rejection differently. Because your worth isn't up for negotiation. You're not on the shelf hoping to get picked. You're the selector. You're the one who says, does this person bring peace to my life? Do they add joy, curiosity, passion? Do I like how I feel when I'm around them? Flirting becomes fun, not stressful, when you make it a two-way street. Not will they like me, but do we bring out the best in each other? So the next time you meet someone you're into, I want you to take a deep breath. And remember, you don't need to perform, you don't need to chase, you don't need to prove. You are enough before they know your name. You are worthy before they say a word. You are lovable whether or not they stay. Flirting isn't about finding someone who completes you. It's about inviting someone into your already whole world. So go flirt with joy, with grace, with bold curiosity, with grounded confidence. Let your energy speak. Let your authenticity lead. Let your soul be louder than your strategy, because when you do, you'll attract the ones who aren't just intrigued. You'll attract the ones who are ready to meet you, to see you, to choose you not because you begged for it, but because you finally became unapologetically you.